Bunny Tears.
What's crackin', buddy ballers? My name is Bunny Tears. Welcome to yet another Call of Duty Ghost commentary, this time entitled Life Advice Episode 2, The Law of Averages. Now, for those of you that don't know what this Life Advice series really is, I guess the best way to put it is I'm pretty old compared to most of you guys, or at least compared to the age that YouTube is telling me most of you guys are. So I've been given a number of pieces of advice during my life, some of them very useful, some of them pretty useless, and this series is basically a reviewing series. I'm going to review the pieces of advice that have been given to me in my life and bring you guys the best ones, the ones that I think will help you guys in the long run, or the ones that have helped me the most in my lifetime so far. But, I mean, it's a pretty long video. It's about 15 minutes long, so if you're thirsty or hungry or need to go to the toilet or fucking anything, pause the video now, get some food, get a drink, go to the toilet, do whatever you need to do, and then come back here, take a seat, get comfortable, and I'm about to change your fucking life. Maybe. I don't know. That seemed a bit over the top, actually. I don't know if I'm actually going to change your life, but hey, this advice has changed my life, so it should change yours. There you go. That's what I'm sticking with. But as always, guys, as we know, as you know, as they know, as everyone seems to know, first thing is first. This is actually a search and rescue on Siege. Now, I know it's pretty weird not seeing some kill confirmed on that one map that we seem to always play on Ghosts. However, a different map has actually come up, surprisingly, and a different game mode. So that's what you're watching, search and rescue. For those of you that haven't actually got Ghosts, search and rescue is search and destroy, only when you die, you drop tags. If your tags are picked up by a teammate, you come back to life. If your tags are picked up by the enemy, you die just like in normal search and destroy. So now we've got that out of the way, let's actually talk a little bit about the law of averages. Now, the time in my life when I was told about the law of averages was during my period as a door-to-door salesman. Now, at the time, obviously, someone saying to you, oh yeah, let's talk about the law of averages, I had no idea what the hell was about to come my way. It could have been anything. The law of averages. What the hell does that mean? Now, I'm going to tell you exactly how it was explained to me in that position and how I saw it immediately. What I linked it to in my life rather than the actual huge relativeness of this piece of advice. I mean, you can link this piece of advice to any part of your life. However, at the time, this is how I saw it. It was basically told to me that the law of averages is a law. It is a scientific law that if you do something a certain number of times, you will get a certain number of results. Now, this was linked to the door-to-door sales thing. So they basically said to us, look, you don't have to be good at sales to do well here. You don't have to be good at sales to get a lot of sales because of this, the law of averages. If you speak to, let's say, 100 people today, out of those 100 people, a certain amount will buy from you. No matter what you say to them, they'll say, oh yeah, sure, why not? Go ahead. That's just the way the law of averages works. So, with the law of averages, if you just go around saying hello to people and explaining what you're selling, a number of people will buy. However, if you improve your sales skills, your ability to talk to people, and you just improve your all-round, I don't know how to put it, sales technique, I suppose, this will raise your law of averages. Because not only will the people who will just buy anything buy something from you, let's say it's 2 and 100, not only will those two guys who will just buy anything, not only will they buy what you're selling, but if you've got some skill, some sales skill, and you're able to overturn objections, and you're able to really convince someone how good the thing is that you're selling, that number will be increased. So then your law of averages might be 5 people out of every 100. However, if you're the best salesman in the world, and you only speak to 10 people, there's a pretty high chance that you're not going to get any sales. Because 9 people are going to just be completely negative and hate you immediately because you're a door-to-door salesman, and 1 person might just not take it. It's just the way the law of averages works. So you could be the best salesman in the world, but if you speak to 10 people today, and I speak to 100 people today, I'm going to do better than you. Now, you can kind of see how this piece of advice was relative to what I was doing at the time. I was a door-to-door salesman, so being told this was quite a comforting thing, because I just started, I hadn't even had any sales experience before this, so I was thinking, oh, good, so if I put the work in and I make sure I'm going as fast as I can, I'm speaking to as many people as possible, I'll be able to get these sales even though I'm not a good salesman. Now, a lot of people took this as pure bullshit. There were a lot of people in that sales job who basically said the law of averages is rubbish, it's absolute bullshit, I spoke to 100 people today, I didn't get any sales. Well, then improve your sales technique. That's the way it works. The law of averages is set in stone. That's the way it works. Now, I'm going to give you an example that isn't to do with sales, but might make things a bit clearer on how the law of averages actually works. Now, I've used this example before, but I think it's a pretty good one. So, if you look at someone like, let's say, Dude Perfect. He has a YouTube channel where he makes amazing basketball trick shots. I mean, from like the top of a stadium, the roof of a stadium, down into a basketball hoop. That's how crazy these things are. Now, you could be the type of person to look at this and think, oh my god, this guy is amazing at trick shots. He gets them all first time because that's all I see in this video. You could be that guy. The guy who just looks at it and thinks, how is he hitting all of these first time? Or you could be the smart guy who sits there and thinks, I wonder how many shots it took for him to actually land that basket. Now, if I was in the same situation the Dude Perfect was in, I was on top of a stadium, and I was trying to throw a basketball into a basketball net at the base of the stadium, chances are it would take me a lot more tries to get it than it would Dude Perfect, because he has been doing this for years now, this trick-shotting thing. His skill is higher than my skill. However, if I take more shots than him, I will no doubt land more baskets. Let's say he takes 20 shots. He might get one in, and that would actually be extremely skillful if he got one of those shots in, because it's nearly an impossible shot. But if I take 20,000 shots, chances are I am going to do better than him. I'm going to land more baskets. And why is that? Because my law of averages was stronger than his. Now, another thing that you could link the law of averages to in helping you in your life, and this is going to sound weird, because I always seem to talk about this one subject on this channel pretty much religiously. It's relationships, okay? Ladies. It's all about the ladies. So, if you guys are having trouble in your relationships, or you're sitting there thinking, oh, I'm just not good enough to be with this girl, or I'm just not good enough to be with any girl, just think about the law of averages, okay? Let's say the best-looking guy in the world speaks to 10 girls. He speaks to all 10 of those girls. 2 girls are single. 2 girls are single but not interested. 2 girls are in relationships, 2 girls are married, 2 girls are actually men. Let's just start with that, okay? So these 2 single girls who are actually interested, there you go. The good-looking guy's got 2 out of 10. He's got 2 girls right there willing to be with him. Perfect. They're going to go on a date with him. It's going to be a great time. Now, Mr. Ugly Magoo, who lives down the street and is homeless, he's living in that trash can, if he goes round, again, to 20,000 girls, chances are he's going to get more than 2 girls to go on a date with him. That's just the way it works. Ask anyone. Find your most successful friend. In fact, go through your life right now. Go through everyone you know in your life. Who is the best with women, or people of the opposite sex? I know there's a few ladies floating about here now. I don't know why you're here. This channel's very male-based by the looks of things, and I'm always talking about dicks and shit. But yeah, I mean, there's a couple of females here, so find someone in your life who is the best with the other gender, who is just the relationship king, the poontang guru. Find this guy / girl. Apologies for the poontang guru thing. Yeah, find this guy / girl, and I guarantee, if you spend a day with them, there will be at least 1, 2, maybe even 3 occasions where they just approach a random girl and be like, hi, sorry, yeah, this is my name, here, take my number, and then I'll call you later, bye-bye. That's literally it. The guys who do the best when it comes to getting girls, and the girls who do the best when it comes to getting guys, although it is a bit different, it's still essentially the same thing, are the guys who use their law of averages. I'm telling you right now, it doesn't matter what position you're in your life. If you're at school, if you're at work, if you're unemployed, it literally doesn't matter. If you stop 5 girls in the street every single day, eventually you're going to get lucky. You are going to get lucky. And then once you've done that, if you carry on doing the same thing, you're going to get lucky again. It's the way the law of averages actually works. It's hard to explain, but there was one guy, I should really remember who it was, but I can't remember who it was. Someone will put it in the comment section below, I guarantee it. There was one quote I remember that basically says, insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. Now, the law of averages is really most useful when it's implemented into a point of conversation between two people. That's when it's most useful, because doing something repetitively, although yes, I can see how that quote makes sense, doing something the same over and over again, expecting a different result is pretty much just insane. At the same time, the law of averages says, fuck that, that's not true at all. For example, like I said with the basketball shots, if I put a bin in the complete opposite side of my room and I start throwing paper balls at it, eventually I'm going to get one of those fuckers in. Did I do anything different? Yeah, technically on some level my arm must have thrown it at a different trajectory. It should have probably threw it with different power. But at the same time, from my opinion, I'm just doing the same thing. I'm just throwing shit towards this bin. And eventually one's going in. It's the exact same with everything. If you do something enough, you're going to succeed eventually. Let's look at Richard Branson. God knows how many business ventures Richard Branson has had. But when one fails, he doesn't just fucking give up. He doesn't just give up. He just carries on banging it out. Hey, let's try this one. Let's try this one. Let's try this one. Let's try this one. And then boom, he's a billionaire because one of them worked. This is it. This is all you need to know. The law of averages. If there's something you're having difficulty doing, just keep fucking doing it. Just keep doing it. Another thing, I'm going to link this to YouTube because I feel like, hey, we're on YouTube. Let's talk about YouTube. With the law of averages, this can also be linked to something along the lines of, let's say, you have one video on your YouTube channel. Okay, you have one video. I have 200 videos on my YouTube channel. We both have 0 subscribers. I don't know how this has happened with me having 200 videos and no subscribers, you having a video and absolutely no subscribers, but let's just say, for the sake of argument, you've got one video, I've got 200 videos, both of us had 0 subscribers, and then boom, all of those videos go live. My 200, your 1. Who's going to get more subscribers? Who's going to get more subscribers from that? Who's going to get more views? I am, because I have 200 videos that people could potentially accidentally stumble across, which means that essentially I should be 200 times more likely to gain a subscriber and 200 times more likely to gain a view than you. So this is how the law of averages could be linked to actual YouTube, because I know there's a few YouTubers or aspiring YouTubers that watch this video. That's all you need to know. I mean, if you look at, for example, how many subscribers PewDiePie gains in a month compared to how many subscribers I gain in a month, there's a reason why his is like 1,000,000 times more than mine. Yeah, exactly. There's a reason why his is 1,000,000 times better than mine is. And that's because, 1, he's got more videos than me. 2, he's got more subscribers than me. Because if he's got more subscribers, those subscribers are going to be watching his videos, pushing his videos higher in the YouTube listings, meaning that more people are going to be able to see those videos and therefore subscribe. It's all about the law of averages. The more I do, the more likely I am going to be to succeed. That's it. That's all you need to know. So look at something in your life. Take your life right now as it is. Find something you're having difficulty with, and then do it 200 times, and I guarantee you're going to succeed. Now, yes, it might seem like that's quite a time-consuming way to live your life, but there is some sense that needs to be put alongside it. You can't just think, okay, I've not done this right once, so I'm going to do it 200 more times and see what happens. No, you implement the law of averages where you think it's going to work. Let's say you're applying for a job. Guess what? If you apply for 100 jobs, you're bound to get one. If you apply for 3 jobs, chances are you might not get one. So that's what the law of averages is. It's essentially just not putting all your eggs in one basket, spreading them out, and trying to get as much success from that as possible. So guys, I do hope this video has been useful. I don't know if you could actually keep up with what I was trying to say or what the law of averages was, but I hope it has been made clear. It's essentially the idea that if you do something enough, you're bound to succeed. So guys, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Love you all. And buddy out, bitches!
What's cracking, bunny ballers? My name is Bunny Tears.